Connecting the dots, these dances weren't just trends, they were responses.
Right.
Born for this deep need for expression, for community, in a world that wasn't always welcoming.
Precisely. Not just entertainment, survival tools, identity markers.
So disco's spirit, as we've seen, it didn't just vanish after the backlash. It morphed. It rebranded, diversified, went worldwide. It just kept evolving.
Absolutely refused to die. And this is where house music enters the picture, primarily from Chicago.
Okay.
DJ Frankie Knuckles, who was actually a protege of Larry Levan, they knew each other from New York.
Ah, connection.
Right. He gets a residency at a club called The Warehouse in Chicago around 1977. And he starts blending disco tracks with funk, soul, but also European synth pop sounds. He used reel-to-reel tape machines to edit tracks, add drum machines, deepen the bass lines, make the beat more mechanical.
Creating something new.
Exactly. And then a track like Jesse Saunders' On and On from 1984, many see that as a key blueprint for the global house music explosion. It carried forward that iconic four-on-the-floor beat from disco, but in a new electronic context, the heartbeat continued.
So the legacy of places like The Lost, Paradise Garage, it really does live on, even now.
Absolutely. That spirit, the focus on community, liberation, prioritizing passion over profit, you still find it in underground dance scenes all over the world.
Yeah.
Think of legendary clubs like Berghain in Berlin or festivals like ARC Music Festival right back in Chicago, which celebrates house music's roots. The core values persist.
And it's not just electronic music carrying the torch.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Latin hustle revival.
Yeah, it's still pretty niche, but there are definite efforts, especially among younger generations. Places like New York, Orlando, they're using platforms like TikTok, YouTube, connecting hustle with house music, lo-fi beats. That desire for shared expressive partner dancing, it clearly hasn't gone away.
It's amazing how these things echo. So wrapping this up,
Yeah.
it's just so clear that spaces like The Loft, Paradise Garage, and the dances they fostered, disco, hustle, punking, they were way more than just fun nights out.
Well, so much more.
They were these radical acts of inclusion, profound ways for people, especially marginalized communities, to express themselves, to find joy, to build community, real havens.
Couldn't agree more. These movements, born from this really urgent need for safe spaces, for communal joy, especially during tough times, they really do offer this powerful blueprint. How to find freedom, how to find connection through art, through community, still relevant today.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe a question for you, the listener. In our world now, with information overload, trends flashing by, how do we make sure that new cultural movements, new scenes can hold on to their authentic roots? That passion, that community focus, how do they resist just getting swallowed by commercial pressures, the way the pioneers of disco, hustle, and punking tried so hard to do?
Yeah, that's the challenge, isn't it? How to keep the soul intact.